Imagine all the people you've lost. Incredibly, they come back to life one day and no one knows why. That's the world of Revival. Sci-fi supernatural noir premieres June 12th, 2025. And it's unlike anything you've seen. Today, I'm diving into what works and what doesn't. In the small town of Wausau, Wisconsin, every person who died within the past 2 weeks resurrects on a day that becomes known as Revival Day. They return entirely intact, but now with regenerative powers, super strength, and no memory of how they died. Here's what Revival gets right. The mystery concept is top tier. It throws aside the usual zombie tropes and opts for a town-wide existential thriller. It's part Fargo, part Leftovers, part small-town apocalypse, yet strangely grounded. Lead performance, Melanie Scrofano. Scrofano is captivating, tough yet vulnerable, constantly trying to stay afloat amid chaos. She is absolutely the anchor of this show. Tone and ensemble chemistry. With witty side characters, quirky local charm, and chemistry, especially between Dana and CDC analyst Ibrahim, there's surprising warmth, plus a simmering contrast between dark drama and small-town humor. Social commentary and allegory. The show leans into large themes: intolerance, controlled panic, and moral tension between Sheriff Wayne's hardline stance and more empathetic voices like Dr. Ramin. Revivers become a metaphor for marginalized groups, but Revival isn't perfect. Slightly shallow thematic depth. While symbolic and provocative, it barely scratches the surface of deeper moral or spiritual questions about identity, the afterlife, or the soul. It hints at complexity, but never fully dives in. Visual and pacing shortcomings. Visually, the show looks fine on a sci-fi budget, but constant lens flares, murky lighting, and occasional tonal whiplash, serious versus comedic, can pull you out of the moment. Weak secondary characters. Some crime business or cult subplots feel undercooked. The villains and doomsayer cultists are more functional than compelling, lacking real depth or motivation. Tone shifts can jolt. Going from humorous small-town banter to murder mystery tension? Occasionally jarring. When Revival leans into its whimsical side, it's charming, but it can undercut suspense. So what's the final word? Revival isn't trying to be the next prestige horror epic, but it knows what it is: a character-centered, supernatural whodunit. It thrives on its central mystery, genuine performances, and small quests. If you love rural noir with supernatural twists, mild horror, and tension rooted in social allegory, this one delivers. Just don't expect existential depth or cinematic polish. What did you think of Revival so far? Which unresolved mystery are you most curious about? Drop your thoughts below. Hit that like button if you're curious about more horror noir or supernatural small-town shows. Subscribe for reviews on The Last of Us, Grotesquerie, Creep Tapes, and more.